Hello and welcome to the Average FPLers podcast, FPL4. My name is Russell, and as always, I'm joined by Mike. How we doing?
Hello there.
Cool. FPL4 time. We pick 4 players for the upcoming game week that we predict are going to do well. We're competing against each other over the season. So first up, we're going to see how we did last week. And not bad for me and Mike. 33 points for you, Mike. 31 points for me. And Gaz 12.
Alien away.
Yeah.
Hello, guys.
Yeah, so Gaz didn't really have any scorers. He went for Raya, which got him 6. But I think we said should have gone Arsenal attacking players like we did. So yeah, you got 11 from Martinelli, I got 10 from Odegaard, and we both had Watkins. So
I
yeah.
mean, I get not having Arsenal players in the actual FPL team for some weird reason, but not having them in this is just silly.
Well, he went Raya. Just he went the wrong end of the pitch slightly.
Yeah, but that's very wrong. Considering Sheffield United at home concede on average now 5 goals a game.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
even if you'd pick Ben White, he would
Yeah.
have more points than all of us because I think Ben White got like 12, 13 points.
Yeah, I imagine so. Yeah.
Uh,
So.
you know, rookie error.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nevertheless,
But yeah. And then you had Leno got 8. I had Bradley that got 8. I had Pickford who got 0. That wasn't great. Oh, and you could have done better from
yeah,
Trippier, but he went off early.
he did.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that stopped
That
me
was
getting a full house
unfortunate.
because Trippier made it to 51. He was on for all 3 bonus at that point as well because he went off and everyone else jumped up with clean sheets, etc.
Yeah.
And he's out for this coming weekend as well.
Yeah. Good job you didn't bring him into your team then.
Yeah, well,
Would have been another
I
headache.
I had 2 near escapes because my 2 options would have been, or the 2 that I was seriously considering, I should rephrase, was I was going to bring in Trippier because I thought Trippier would be a good differential, and he was for the first 50 minutes.
Yep.
And then after that, I was going to, if I didn't do that transfer, I was going to bring in the Bournemouth centre back who's now injured, Senesi,
Senesi, yeah.
because that seemed like a really good decision.
Yeah.
Because I was like, he's not that
I'd
highly owned. You'll smash it, and
Gaz
he
Gaz
didn't
had
make
Senesi
12
in
minutes.
his team, so he weren't happy about that.
No, I almost everyone that was in our FPL league that's above me
Yeah.
bought Senesi in this week. So I will say it was fabulous to see.
Yeah. It was right for me. I
He,
had Zabania. So
there you go. I had Adam
Zabania and
Smith who got
Neto.
booked.
I did well from a double Bournemouth defence. So
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, there you go. They were the 2 transfers that I was considering defender wise, and I made neither of them. Kept Trippier in this to sort of prevent myself from making that silly mistake, and did me okay this week.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
still walked away with 33 points. I'll take that. I knew Martinelli would be the most dangerous player on that field.
Yeah.
I had no doubt about it in my mind, and he was absolutely exceptional until he had to go off with a knock.
Yeah.
But in the end, considering Arsenal had 6 different scores, I guess I could have picked Rice. I think Rice got double figures as well.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a few, but it was spread, weren't it? So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Crapshoot of fun.
yeah. But in terms of overall scores, well, not much change. You've pulled away a little bit more. I've pulled further away from Gaz. So yeah.
It's still catchable. It's just Gaz obviously needs to get his finger out. Not that
Yeah.
he's listening to this by any measure, but
Yeah, it's only 20 points between me and him. 24.
it's easy.
Yeah.
That's 1 week.
50,
You've got
50 odd points off of you, so that's going to be a tough ask. But
well. I mean, the difference between you and him this week in scores was 21, right? So or 20.
true. Yeah.
So you get 20 in 1 week, 20 in another week. You're within 10.
Yeah. And
Double
we've
game weeks
got
coming thick and fast.
few doubles coming up and stuff like that, so
Exactly.
could
It's
make
all
things
doable.
interesting.
Not for Gaz because I don't think he's giving you anything, has he?
No, we haven't got any picks from Gaz yet, so just ours.
Fantastic.
So yeah, double game week this week. Let's get into it. See our picks anyway. You've gone for Ramsdale and I've gone for Anana.
What's his
Uh,
name?
Anana. Yeah.
Grow up.
Yeah. Yeah. I weren't sure of my goalkeeper, so but yeah, they've got early kickoff. Everton. Uh, Potentially a clean sheet there, maybe.
Well, maybe. I mean, they're heavily relying on Johnny Evans to be fit.
Yeah, my other choice was Johnston. Although I was tempted by Ramsdale as well. I was like, oh yeah,
Johnston
he'll be
was my
playing.
number one, and I changed Johnston at the last minute to jig around all of my selections.
Yeah. I kind of wish
So
I'd gone for Ram. I think I went for Ramsdale on the reverse fixture against
yeah,
Brentford.
he gets clean sheet in that one.
Yeah, there
I
you
mean, if
go.
he's going to make an impression for teams, the only two games I think he's going to get this season is Brentford, and then
Yeah,
he might get Arsenal's last game of the season if the title's already decided.
true. Yeah,
So and obviously he'll want to go somewhere where he's number one again. I doubt he's going to spend next season sitting rotting on the bench,
yeah,
especially as
probably.
he's a decent enough keeper.
Although we have only got Raya on loan, so but yeah, I assume we'll
Yep,
make that permanent. But
you would hope so.
yeah.
Otherwise, you've completely duped Brentford because then he can leave on a free this summer, Raya.
Oh, well, okay, yeah. And it would have been a complete waste of time. So
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, I assume we're going to keep Raya, and yeah, I imagine Ramsdale will be on his way. So yeah, should have picked him this week. Be the last time, probably one of the
Damn it.
last times he's
Could be the last
in
time in
goal
an
for
Arsenal
Arsenal.
shirt.
Yeah,
Yeah. Strong possibility
yep,
if the title race stays this tight the whole way.
yep, yep. But yeah, I mean, yeah, he'll probably go somewhere. He'll do well. He's good keeper. So
Yeah, I mean, he'll be gutted because if he'd been playing week in, week out this week, he would have made a strong push for
yeah,
Euros for England.
yeah,
Now, obviously, not a bloody chance.
no, no. And there was, well, I mean, when he was number one at Arsenal, yeah, there was strong calls. So he should be England's number one. So
Well, and Pope's out
yeah,
still with his injury.
yeah. So I mean, he
It would have
he
been
might still make the squad. But yeah, just as
not as a starter though,
oh, not as a starter, no.
and it wouldn't be merited at this point.
Yeah, no, no. I think Pickford's pretty nailed for that anyway. So yeah, but yeah, I like it. I probably should have gone for it, but
You should have.
yeah,
Fortune favors the bold.
I don't know. I just yeah, being an Arsenal fan, I don't know. I just weren't brave enough to go for that one. So
Got the
yeah,
best defense in the league. You should have paid heed
true.
attention.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but it's nervy times. Nervy times. Don't like it.
Hmm.
Good, but nervy. So yeah. Um. Yeah. Right. Let's look at defenders. So no doubles so far, but we've got one in there now. So I've gone for Doughty, and you've gone for Daniel Munoz, who does not have a picture, just a picture of a shirt
Yeah,
on the
no, he joined
top.
in January.
Yeah.
Muniz.
I had to search who he played for.
I figured you would. That's why I did it as well because it made me kind of happy inside. I was like, he would have no idea.
Yep. I was like, I don't know who that is. So I
I would.
was like,
I
oh,
mean, it
Palace.
would have been. It would have been either him or Richards, who's also at Palace, and I'm sure you would have had to search for him as well.
Yep, probably. Yep,
Yeah.
yep. So
So that's why I did it. I was like, yeah, they're at home to Luton. They're lacking. Well, actually, I say they're lacking, but I could have got away with going Eze this week, or
yeah, I did consider Ezo. Yeah.
Mateta. I did half think about going back to John Philly Mateta because I really do like him.
Hmm.
Um, and then I was like, no, I've got a better plan for midfield and strikers now.
Yeah.
So I'll have to settle for Munoz.
Mm-hmm.
Munoz is probably a bit more chance to get an attacking return out of. I doubt it, but I think he's playing right wing back at the moment.
Right.
So
Where's
Yeah,
Mitchell? Mitchell usually plays there, doesn't
Mitchell he's playing left wing back,
he?
but
Oh, okay.
again, Mitchell's not going to be the one that's getting the. He's not the attacking of the two. He
Yeah.
might do. He might grow into the role. But Munoz is obviously he's only been there since January. And he's already got 3 attacking returns. So
Yeah, I think I see when I was looking at his stats, I think I see a couple. Yeah.
yeah.
He
So
started
and
off
then
with
I
like
think
a -1, but
yeah.
I
Well, I
spotted a
mean that
7 in there. So
he was under the Roy Hodgson um,
true. Yeah.
period where the calls for him to be relieved of his job were quite high.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean it's not the most inspiring pick. I might not get bugger all out of it. It just felt like a good call this week in terms of clean sheet probability.
Mm.
Maybe that one's quite high because Luton have themselves got quite a lot of injuries.
Yeah. Like I said, my second choice for goalie was Johnston, or
Mhm.
second, third. So
And
yeah.
at the same time, what's it? What am I trying to say here? Um, both teams, if they only get a point, say they drew 0-0, we're still waiting on the court ruling on potential points deduction for Nottingham Forest
Mm-hmm.
and a potential points deduction for Everton for a second violation. So say
God.
those both took points
Oh
yeah,
no.
exactly. So if say they took 4 to 6 points each,
Yeah.
Palace are completely safe probably at that point, and Luton would leapfrog Forest, and maybe even Everton out of the relegation.
Yeah. Oh
So
wow.
picking up a bland 0-0 draw for Luton and Palace might not be the worst thing this week.
True. Yeah.
Get every point you can and just
That's it. Yeah.
let Chelsea might have a points deduction coming to soon as well. So
Oh, blimey. Everyone's getting
uh,
points deductions.
yeah, it's becoming a lot more serious now in terms of
Mm.
FFP in this country anyway. Sustainability, I think we call it in this country.
Yeah.
Um,
Could
so there are a
see
couple of teams.
Man
Right.
City still ain't mentioned though. But hi ho.
Well, at the moment they're sustainable. They weren't sustainable years back.
Mm.
There are loopholes that them like Leicester exploit all the time.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what happens because if they lose their case, I think they lose all of their trophies from like over the last 10 years or something like that.
Yeah. Not that
Which means, I
no,
guess,
not that it really matters,
if
but
if your club come runners up in any of those seasons, you get crowned the champions. I mean, it's you're not going to sing home about it, but
no. It's too far in the past, you're gonna go, oh, yeah, that's nice. But it's
yeah,
gone now, isn't it? So
you didn't get to celebrate at the time, so you're just going to go, oh,
yeah.
that's nice.
Yeah, how can you celebrate something from like, I don't know, 5, 10 years ago? Oh yeah, great. Yeah.
Yeah. When everyone at the time said, "Oh, you finished runners up in a 2 horse race, unlucky,
Yeah.
you shit." You know, oh, cheers, lads.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah,
Um
I think that want to be a 0-0.
yeah. Well, that'll be alright. I've got Doughty, so
You go, get
I'll
him
play
in.
Luton. So but yeah, he got an assist last week, and I thought, oh yeah, he is kind of one of the players I guess a lot of people are having for this double.
Or already have because he's
Yeah,
got 8, 9 assists total all season,
I mean,
which is quite good for a 4.5 defender.
as you mentioned, in the last double, he only got 2 points.
He
so,
did.
so
I
it could
had
go
him for the
very
last double.
badly, but it could go well. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean there's no guarantees.
no,
That's for certain. And as much as people are saying, "Oh, he's a really good attacking," I mean, I just this minute got through saying it as well.
yeah,
He is good. He is very, very exciting
mm,
to watch in terms of his set piece delivery, etc.
yeah,
But you could watch all of that with a profound sense of excitement, going, "Oh God, yeah, I'm on for some massive points here," and then in the end, you walk away with
two,
one
2 points.
point over 2 games. So he gets a 1 and a 0, and you're like, "Oh,
Yeah,
well, this is miserable."
that's why I mean, I could bring him into my team this week, but it'd be for a -4. So then he's got to do something to make that worthwhile. So
Yeah, he's got to do something. No pressure.
yeah, is it worth the risk? So probably not, but it's tempting. But
Yeah. You never
Yeah,
know. He plays in the 29 as well. Not that matters to you, but he plays in 29. So
but yeah, if I had another space and another transfer, he's probably high on my list. So, or probably top of that list to bring in. So, but I don't. So there you go. So he's in here for the moment. Um, yeah. Right. Midfielders. So we haven't gone for any doublers. We've gone for some big hitters, though. So you've gone Salah, and I've gone Son. Um,
hell yeah.
yeah. So I was between bringing Bowen and Son into my team. I decided Bowen, so I thought Son can go in here to make me feel less bad when he goes and gets loads of points against Villa. So
Um, I don't think it's a full blown conclusion. He does. Villa are still really good. I mean,
mm,
didn't they manage to draw yesterday against Ajax?
maybe, yeah.
I think it was
Like
Ajax.
I said, I've not been following any Europa League. So
I know that. I know it was they. Either team had a player each sent off. Um, yeah, it was 0-0. So they both had a player sent off in like the last 10 minutes. So it got quite tasty.
yeah,
There wasn't a lot of shots in the game. I think they had like 4 each
I,
and very little shots on target. So it was bland
I think we said
Europa
about
League football.
Villa Tottenham a few weeks ago, and they both play that high line, and players like Son and Watkins could thrive on that potentially.
They could. It also depends on injuries, tiredness, etc., especially for Villa at this point.
Yeah,
Um, so a lot of their players like Douglas Luiz and Ollie Watkins played the full 90 yesterday, so that could factor in. Um, but yeah, Son's all right. I think he's got a good record against Villa as well. That's why a lot of people are bringing him in.
yeah. You've gone
But
for
you have to take it.
top of the table clash.
Yeah,
Salah back from injury against Man City.
because he's running down the wing.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so he came back for a 16, 17-minute cameo against Slavia,
Mm-hmm.
battered them, looked
Yeah.
great.
Right.
Um, I imagine he starts. He might not play the full game because obviously he's still back.
Yeah.
But I imagine he starts against Man City. Liverpool at home. Salah's got an incredible record against Man City.
Mm.
He only needs one, and he goes off after the hour. That'll
Yeah.
do me.
Yeah.
That's like 7, 8 points. Cope with that. That gets me close to double figures.
Yeah.
And I just figured, do you know what? You probably none of you are probably picking Salah because your focus might be on double game weekers.
It's just the fact that, well, one, I weren't following the European games, so I didn't know he played or got any minutes, and two, just the fact that he's only just back from injury, I didn't even consider that.
Yeah, well, again, if it was against if Liverpool's next fixture was against Luton, for example, I wouldn't pick him because I don't think they'd start him. But
Mm.
because it's Man City and they are very determined to win the league,
Yeah.
I think he starts.
Yeah.
Even if he doesn't, he is that sort of player that could get half an hour and Liverpool could be losing and he fights Liverpool back for a draw. So
Yeah. Or maybe they don't start him, but he's a good sub to have.
Mo
that
Salah,
that could
it's
be the way
great,
round to do it. Bring him on.
and he's one player that I would have liked to have had in my team
Mm.
as a differential option. I can't get to him.
Yeah.
He's you have to be my differential option in this because I don't think I'd be shocked if Gaz goes for him, but he might because Gaz loves Salah.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, we'll see, I guess.
Yeah.
But it just struck me if that game is full of goals, it's like a glut of goals because Liverpool are missing 2 main defenders now, and Man City go and get a couple. Well, Liverpool are not going to just die on their heels. They're going to dig in and get a couple back as well. So it could be end to end stuff. It could be genuinely exciting to watch. I figure it's the Super Sunday one, right? So
It's yeah. So yeah, no, yeah, that'd be a good one. So
I'm looking forward to it. So
yeah.
get myself some skin in the game. I think this might be the only like the second time, or it might even be the first time I've picked Mo Salah this season in FPL4.
Ugh. Oh, yeah, I
I've
don't
tried to
know.
keep away from
I'd
massively obvious ones, but
have to check back on that, but yeah,
yeah.
maybe. Right, let's finish off forwards. Uh, we've both gone for Bournemouth, both Dublin. But you've gone for Semenyo and I've gone for Solanke. But Semenyo's tempting, yeah. Maybe I should have gone Semenyo, but
I didn't think he would. I think you and Gaz would go for Solanke because he's the obvious choice.
yeah,
Solanke or Morris, I thought you or Gaz would go for. So I was like, do you know what?
I did think about
I
Morris as
can't,
well, but yeah, I don't know. I
can't.
just
I
thought we had
figured I
Solanke.
can't get to Semenyo without selling Haaland. So I
Yeah,
was like, yeah, I think I might sneak him into this and see where it takes me.
yeah, yeah. I think Semenyo could be. Obviously, everyone's looking at Solanke, but I think yeah, Semenyo could be.
They're all writing him off because they're all going, oh well,
Could
he's not a
outscore him.
midfielder, so I
Could
can't get him.
yeah, that's the
You know,
annoying thing
like
about him. Always think he's a midfielder, and then it's like, oh no, he's a forward. It's like, oh yeah,
well,
bugger.
he is a midfielder, but yeah, FPL list him as a forward. If he was playing as a midfielder in FPL, he would be an instant buy for almost everyone. But
Yeah,
because he's not,
yeah,
people are overlooking him dramatically.
yeah.
But at the same time, I guess it depends how much appetite you've got for gambling on the doubles. If you've got quite a high appetite,
Hmm.
you could easily still bring him in,
Yeah.
and he'll probably do you well. But I just was like, yeah,
I guess
I can't.
next year he'll be a midfielder, probably. So
Maybe
they might downgrade him or not
they
or
might,
move him.
but they
So
might not. They might just make him more expensive as a striker, so it makes him even less appealing.
true. Yeah. That'd be more annoying. But
That's how FPL normally works. Or they'll
yeah.
make him a midfielder, but they'll make him 6 million, and you're like, yeah, I got no interest now, man.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, no, yeah, I think that could be good. But obviously Solanke is the obvious one. I think a lot of people are triple captain him. We've got the armband on him this week, not for triple, but because we've already used that. But yeah. I mean, the fact that people are triple captain him and I've used my triple captain kind of makes me hope that he only gets 4 points or less than that.
I
uh,
mean, again, like I said, he's carrying quite a significant
yeah,
problem with his knee, so he might only get one fixture,
yeah, that is
which
true.
means you're really confident, or you have to be really confident that they're going to give Sheffield United a really good hiding, which they might,
Hmm.
but I imagine maybe not because you know there's no way you'll want to lose like 6-0 to Arsenal at home and then go away to Bournemouth and lose 6-0, right? So,
Yeah, no,
and as much as everyone's going all in on Bournemouth, they haven't exactly got more than 2 goals in a lot of games.
they've been on a
They're
bad
not
run
Watford.
recently. I think they only won their first game in a while last week. So
Yeah, against Burnley, I think it was the first win in like nearly 2 months, right? So
yeah, so
it's
it's
just
not.
that no one cared about them for those 2 months in terms of FPL.
No, that's it. So and they'd obviously done quite well, so you kind of didn't notice. And it's only when someone said that you went, "Oh yeah, they have." I think there was some tough games in there, but yeah, I think they
Yeah.
look alright. They're quite a good attacking force, and yeah, against Sheffield United, you would expect them to do something.
You
Uh,
would, but Sheffield United away are different because they got um, license to dig in and be defensive.
yeah,
So like they were against Wolves, so that was only like a 1-0.
yeah.
That's my only concern with that fixture. Whereas with
But like you said, on the back of a
Luton,
6-0 loss,
yes,
you'd
I'd
think they're going to
imagine.
come out and fight. So
Yes, and Chris Wilder's made it quite clear as well that they're professional footballers. They shouldn't be sad.
right,
You know, they
yeah,
get to do this as a career. It's a privilege. Blah blah blah. So
yeah,
he has
true,
thrown the gauntlet down to them to actually get their acts together.
yeah,
Whether they do or not is anyone's knowledge. But
true, yeah, yeah,
um, yeah, I just figured, Semenyo this week over Solanke, especially if Solanke only does make the one fixture, it does give me a chance to get at least 4 points, if nothing else.
mm. Yeah, no, yeah, yeah, I like it. I think yeah, I kind of wish I'd gone for Semenyo, but I guess good. I didn't. It's different. So
No, it's different. And I mean, if Gaz goes to Morris, then we've all gone for the 3 double game week strikers.
yeah, I think he did
That'd be
say
quite
he's.
fun.
I think he's bringing Morris into his team from talking
Oh,
to
okay.
him last weekend. So
I don't know who he's got in his actual team. But that'll be something to discuss off air.
yeah, yeah, don't know, but yeah, I'm pretty sure he said he's bringing in Morris. So yeah, we'll
Getting
see.
him in.
Yeah.
Nice if he told me as well, but he doesn't.
No, but that was because I see him last Sunday, didn't I? So yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. But yeah, right. Well, on that note, let's wrap it up there. Thanks everyone for listening. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at Average FPLers. And if you want to join our mini league, the code is 5FDX0Q. We'll be back next week to see how we did and give our FPL4 choices for game week 29. So yeah, till then, take care. See you soon. Bye bye.
Ta-ra.